Hello everyone, the professor here. I'm going to talk to you about something that you think you know, but you don't. Very simple question. Do you know the size of the coast of England? Google it. Let me know what you find. You're going to realize that we really can't do it. Why? Well, think of it this way. If you look at the coast of England on a map, I guess it goes up and down and it's got crevices. Then you could say, well, I could measure that. What's wrong with that? Well, take a ruler, I guess. You could get an approximation, you think. But I want to know the actual size, not an approximation. Let's get closer. Well, I can't get closer on a map. Let's take a picture. Let's get closer on the picture. Let's take a look at one of the angle, the top peak of one of the crevices northeast of the coast. And let's take a look at it. But the closer you get, the more details you see. And the longer the length of that coastline. And you get closer and closer, and there are yet more details. If you go, you say, what? Forget it. I won't take a picture. Let me go on site. Good luck to you. Go on site. Go to England. Take a boat. Take a plane. Get there. And measure. Look around. As the closer you get, the more there is. And the less you could calculate. Google it. Find out. So what is really going on? Is this only for the coast of England? No. You could look at clouds. You could look at snowflakes. And the closer you get to snowflakes, the more patterns there are, and the harder it is to measure. Trees are the same way. Okay, so what is your point, Le Professor? Well, you think you know, but you don't. What does this have to do with the market? Well, what about a stock chart? Do you think you actually know what goes on that stock chart? Well, yes, Le Professor. If I go on any type of chart on Google or any of the outlets that allow you to take a chart, and you get closer and you kind of have a representation of it. The same way you have a representation of the coast of England. But the closer you look, if you look at all the patterns having to do with the stock price on a day-to-day, minute by minute, second by second, you would find yourself with a myriad of variation within that period. And therefore, you can't tell what's going on. How can you apply this to the stock market? That's the question. But the same way you can't see it, you can't discern the coast of England, the same way maybe you're not really looking at the stock chart the way you should look at it. And therefore, it's a little bit more complicated than you think. So when they tell you, this is what's going to happen, be careful, because you never know. You think you know, but you don't.